Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. We got some interesting stuff to show you guys. Tonight's about some more experimentation and cool shit. So I'm going to show you guys kind of what I've been working on. We got some background music. It's pretty cool. Got some cool fucking shit. Tonight's just gonna be a little different than normal, just because we're trying to get something done here. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna cut it right there. I know, I'm horribly late, but welcome to the Bong Water Zone once again. So tonight we are going to be spectating in ArmA Reforger, a quick little mission that I slapped together in order to get footage. And I'm going to show you guys the process that I've discovered from start to finish in how we're able to translate something like ArmA Reforger and or can turn it into something that looks absolutely phenomenal. Now, if you like playing ArmA, so ArmA 3, we're going to do stuff with ArmA 3 too. So I know that last time I spoke about ArmA 3, but we're also looking at ArmA Reforger a little bit. And so tonight we're testing ArmA Reforger, kind of see what we can do there. So this is all going into the Tech Tone episode. We're going to get clips of the frogs doing stuff. So everything that happens in game with these characters, it's going to be in the name of, turning them into the frogs in the jungle and all sorts of shit happening. It should be pretty good. It's also going to be a lot of work for me to really get up to snuff when it comes to, figuring out camera angles, keeping up with something. I don't know. It's learning a new skill set, right? Being a live action cameraman in a video game, that sounds interesting, and I know we can translate it into something. So let's real quick. We're gonna do a couple little comparisons here. Show on disk. Okay, so here's a couple comparisons. All right, so I got that right there. Perfect. Okay, so here's the first comparison. So this right here, as you can see, complete with the end video overlay. This is an image that I took of a character, right? Just an NPC that I spawned, and then I just took a screenshot of the character with a Mark 11 mod O, I believe. And so, or mod 1, I don't know, one of the two. But anyways, I took that and I was like, okay, let's turn this into something real using AI, using AI. So what did we come up with? Well, I think we did pretty good. Now, it did generate an alternate one, and this looks like a video game. This is very much, a high resolution video game style thing. I don't buy this at all. Like, it looks really good. Like, if this was a modern video game, okay, I'd probably be interested in playing that, but it doesn't look real. That looks real. There's a few things that are off. The scope mounts are a little too fucking high, but overall, it's extremely impressive. All right, let's take another image. Let's take this one. Okay, so ArmA 3 at its finest. This is probably one of the best. ArmA 3 at its best looking, right? Hey, Kush, thanks, dude. And I appreciate you. Thanks for your kind words. So we have this right here. And if I wanted to turn that into looking more real, well, just saying, from here to here. So this is my plan of what we're going to be doing with ArmA Reforger is we're going to use ArmA as a video game because we want real combat footage and real combat sounds. And instead of doing something that's going to get demonetized heavily, we're going to use a video game in order to get that. And I can't think of a more realistic video game than ArmA, especially when it comes to sound and all of that shit. So let me just take a look here. Yep. Okay. So I tried. There's another one here. Give me a second. I tried this. It's just putting film grain on this, and I got a little frustrated. And I was trying to figure out, okay, I want this to look real. Well, I was like, okay, fine, fuck it. Let's see if we can get something from Nano Banana. Okay, that looks pretty video gamey. That looks a lot more real. Now, let's be perfectly honest. You know, that kit doesn't make sense for that era, right? Like let's be perfectly real. It does it look perfect? No. But the point is we can turn video games into looking like they are real. So that's what we're going to go for in order to try and get cinematic vibes, because you guys have seen so many times. How many times have we tried to do things with AI and it's always turned into an absolute shit show when it comes to action or it comes to audio, especially with guns and shit. So today I am hopefully this works, and goddamn, got some fucking something in my eye. Hopefully we can get something done that looks really, really good, looks really, really cool, and we can record everything from start to finish. And it's pretty awesome. Now, if you guys would like to participate, this is open to participation. There is a channel inside of the Discord that you can join in order to do the mission. I would ask if you did want to play ArmA Reforger and you wanted to play in this mission just for this test. Just know this isn't the final production stuff that we're going to be doing, but this is our test night. And also after the stream, we're going to continue playing too. So if you would like to continue playing, you can absolutely join us. But ArmA Reforger, it looks like a lot of mods, but the people in the Discord channel can help you out and figure out what you have to do. Please, if you are not in game or you're not in the mission, be respectful to others that are in the channel trying to actually do something. But I will not be in there until after the stream, just because I want to be able to capture footage as best I can. Now, one thing that I'm also very grateful for is that when I record footage, especially using OBS, I am able to use, I always do multi-track, so I can always take out my voice, but I can't take out the desktop stuff. You don't have this ArmA if you do Tarkov one, so yeah. We're just doing Reforger today to see how Reforger looks, and we're going to do another ArmA 3 one for ArmA 3. And so we're going to try and see which one kind of works. But tonight we're really just doing Reforger. It runs really well. It looks pretty good. And it's also available on console if console players have that. So, yeah, I do want to do something with Tarkov or something like that in the future. But for right now, we are mainly focused on trying to get something looking pretty realistic that we can actually use. And I also absolutely love the fact that it's putting the fucking rain, like it's understanding the context of it. It looks so good. These are the things that people aren't really thinking about that AI can really do. So we're going to be pushing AI to the limit. Ready, but get them a few more minutes to make sure they and save your. Okay. So let me pull up Reforger. All right. Okay, let's get this. So Reforger is fantastic so far. It is a dramatically simpler ArmA 3, but it looks really good, and it's also pretty accessible to do things pretty quick and on the fly. And to understand a little bit more, when you're playing something like ArmA doesn't come with any, like, it has a campaign, but by and large, people care about the scenarios that other people create. And what with Game Master and being able to use that in Reforger or Zeus in ArmA 3, it allows you to effectively do Dungeons and Dragons style things where you're the game master, you're the one in control, and you're the one able to dictate what's happening on the screen at any given time. So it's pretty neat that we can do that. And so all of these guys, you know, if I see someone is super fucked up, like let's say, you know, he needs to be healed, cool. If I just want to strike lightning, I can do that. There's all sorts of cool stuff. It's really, really fun. But the point is that using this as they're playing the game, I can actually dictate what I am going to have them encounter, and I can build the entire scenario as they're going through it. So if I feel like, hey, I need shots of this, I want this sort of, I want the environment to look this way, I want them to drive these vehicles, I can make all of those decisions on the fly without having to think about it ahead of time. So that's kind of the idea that I have. There's also, yeah, there's a lot of shit. There is also the ArmA Vision, and so is it backspace? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Alright, why is it not getting rid of my UI? It's I. Okay. So we can actually record. And I can get tight FOV shots if I want to. So hopefully this turns out pretty good. The party is still open. The party has, I think I have like 50 server slots if people really want to do that. So it should be pretty cool. Let me set up OBS. I do also want to preface. Hold on. So let me set up my recording stuff really quick. All right, give me one moment. Okay. So now we are recording at the same time. Excellent. So there's a lot that I can do. There's a lot of power that I have. And just because they're U.S. Army soldiers, I can turn them into frogs. And yes, I can make them wear the frog suits. I can make every single thing look like it is wearing frog suits. That is not a problem. And like video replacing, all that sort of shit, real fucking simple. All this stuff is real simple. Yeah, the Discord channel down below, or in the Discord, the people in there will be very useful in helping you figure out how to get in. Asobi, if you're down to do that, Asobi will be there. Nectar in there also will be very useful in getting you into the game if that's something that you wish to do. We are going to do quite a bit. If you don't happen to be in while we're recording this initial video, that's fine, because there is going to certainly be quite a bit more that we're going to do after the stream ends. So it should be pretty good. You don't need to know a whole lot outside of, well, I mean, you know, if you know how a fucking shooter game works, you can figure out how this works. It's not, this is significantly less complicated than ArmA 3. You know, the ArmA 3 group, that's, you guys are going to need to know a lot of shit. But this should be pretty good. But yeah, everything can be, I can turn everybody into frogs if I want to. Simpler than people think. Yeah. It's going to be a good one. The mission that you guys are going to do is also pretty fucking good. So it's not too long, it's not too crazy, but we're just doing it enough so that we can get some shit rolling. I'm not going to do any color correcting or anything like that. I don't see a point. All right. Okay. So there we go. Now we're going to actually have our recording, so we're not going to have any shit in the way. It should be pretty awesome. Turn this from AI to real is going to be pretty simple, to be honest. I don't know. I'm amazed at myself at having this concept. Hopefully this will work good. Also, it doesn't matter, like, for right now, I don't have the camera on. I don't have any of the other elements on. It's just going to be the game on the screen for right now. It doesn't matter if I talk, just because I do record in multi-track. So I don't have to worry about one audio track versus the other. So the game is actually recording on its own individual audio track. So I can cut out my voice and anything else that happens on some of the other devices that I have to make sure that that's not going to be a problem and it's not going to impact the final output of the thing. Because at the end of the day, we want to keep the soundscape. In ArmA, it's not just about the looks, it's the sound, it's the audio. We want combat. We want to hear the combat. We want to feel like we're in the middle of something. So this should be pretty good. Looks like they got somebody else in there on the left. Perfect. Who is figuring out how the fuck to get in there. I'm going to turn the audio up just a hair. There we go. I know. So much happening. I freed up a ton of space in order to fucking do this, too. I wanted to make sure that nothing was going to really bother. Alright, So there we go. We got someone on the gun. Excellent. Because let's be real, AI is not going to get the audio right. This is going to get the audio right. This is, I don't know, this is kind of my fix. This is my hope and dream that I can get this to fucking, you know, work. We'll see if it does. I'm really hopeful. Maybe I shouldn't be. We'll figure it out. I think I get between 20... There we go. Hope you're all good. Yeah, we are all great. So I'm probably going to take this, and then I get between 30 and 40 FPS in this game. And for cinematic purposes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that whatever variable frame rate it is, I'm going to actually bring it down to 24 FPS, which is usually your cinematic frame rate. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to render it. I'm going to have the real life, or I'm going to take those frames. I'm going to convert them into real images. They're going to get stitched together. And then we're going to use the audio that we record from this in order to actually get our shit rolling. So it looks like we got 4 frogs ready to go on this. And by the way, this is what we're doing right now. We're just trying to get some background Foley of just the audio, and then we're also trying to get some shit for the when, you know, Tectone is told about the fat frogs and, you know, what they've been doing and how they've been doing. The T-poses salute. He's going to be told that they, you know, that they're doing shit. Well, with this, we can actually get them to, we can have footage of the fat frogs doing combat. You just became actors. Cool. Yeah. Listen, if this works, I'm going to be absolutely amazed. And I think this could, shit, dude, there's going to be, I can think of quite a few games where you can really go off the fucking rails and make some really awesome shit. And this is definitely one of them. Look at him, the fucking goober, looking at his fucking map. But I don't know, man. If this works the way that I think it can work, I think that I have just unlocked the secret to getting war footage in AI. So we're gonna find out what we can do. Now we're gonna record a bit of this. And them doing some actions, and then once they finish that, we're going to take some of the footage and we're going to cut it up, and we're going to see that. Can you hear action? Well, I don't know if I don't know if we're waiting for anybody else in order to join. I don't know. I don't think there's anybody remaining. Oh, holy shit! It got foggy as shit. Yeah, so our aperture, let's fucking zoom out of that. God damn. You guys are going to have a that's going to be a rough time. Ooh. This is so dumb. Listen, I've seen people try and make shit in video games before, right? Like we've all seen some of the cringe attempts. And, you know, okay, we're getting some. The mist might look good when converted. Well, we're gonna find out. I'll tell you that right now. No, I'm hoping I'm hoping that I'm not just wasting all my time on this. I hope this is a decent idea. That's all I hope. I also hope these dudes don't get too fucked up. Also, I don't know how loud this is going to get when they actually get in combat. Smoking weed all night with that fog. Yeah, I know.
Контакт! Вражеский автомобиль! 100 метров! Запад! Вражеский автомобиль!
For right now, they are Russians. I know. And don't worry about everything being a little janky. We can smooth it out. The audio alone is going to make this. I'm curious how violent we can get with it, though. Also, just don't worry about the jankiness of the animations and how weird it looks. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We can fix it. These fucking bridges are non-permeable objects. Oh yeah, he's closing short. He's right in front of you, dude. Someone got fucking slapped. These are some fat frogs that are dying.
Это третий. Один готов. Это третий.
Excellent. He's right in front of you, dude. Oh my god, if you heal an enemy, you're so... Please don't do that. Oh, you wanted his RPK. Okay. Alright, let me reset our little focus here. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Let's see. Who do we have? They have 3 elements. Okay, let's give them some more to worry about. Okay, so they got that. So... Asabi. Oh, he died. Can I? I don't know if that's something he wanted, but he's there now. Okay. So yeah, I have total control over what they say. Replacing gunshot with fart sounds? Oh, I can. Or you can. It's up to you. The explosion with the body. Yeah. I'm really... Like, you know what I can do? Perfect. Yeah, I can take control of them at any time. So I can get some POV shots of the dudes getting fucked up. We need a shot. A classic shot. With a sharpshooter. Come on. We need that classic shot of a fucking sniper. Of a frog getting killed by a sniper. Or at least hit. Let's see if they have the balls. That's a friendly. Oh. I didn't mean to. Come on. Pick up where the shot's happening, dude. Alright. Leaving the sniper behind. That was I didn't mean to fucking delete you, dude. That was not on purpose. Okay. Asobi. Alright, Asobi, I'm gonna put you guys both at the front lines. So first you're gonna teleport to beep 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 boo. And then Asobi, if you stop fucking moving. There we go. And now you're stuck in walk mode. Okay, so I didn't. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alright. So we have 4. That's fine. Can I get, can I, how do I... How do I get rid of this? Whatever, it's fine. Okay, so they're in the town. Let me... My vision... Oh, they're trying to go in. God damn it. Translating this to A. That dude fucking. Oh no. Okay, so now they're in this part of the mission where things are gonna go tits up. Okay, I think I've had enough of this fog. Let's try being sunny. Is he in the tree? Yeah, okay. He's going away. I don't want him to go. Yeah. There we go. Sometimes you gotta force people to go the way you want them to. Obviously, just to put it out there, we're not expecting to take all of this and convert all of this and have all of this be usable. People are in the road, dude. Don't stand in the road. Okay, that's some RPG shooting. Alright, I need to get these enemies now moving up on them. So we need another rifle squad. And we're gonna do... Oh my god, that's a lot of dudes. Have fun with that. And they now want that territory up there. Excellent. Yeah, there's gonna be some great, some fantastic clips from this, I think. Like a Sobe trying to drive the fucking truck. Okay. So there he goes. Oh, god damn it. He ran someone over. I know. Skybrow's collaboration when? I don't know. I actually messaged him because I'm trying to get something together, and he said that he's super, super busy, but he wants to do something. He might be interested. We'll see what he ends up saying. I don't know. But yeah, I did speak very briefly with him. Okay, so they need a munition box. That's fine. We can do that. Let me sort them out. Give me a second. Da, da, da. And then we can reset. Let's fuck with them. I'm not doing the incoming siren. The incoming sirens. What is this game? You love the visuals. This is ArmA Reforger. That was a shot right there. The fucking smoke grenade coming in. Oh, dude, they're right there. Yeah, so yeah. Can we get a respawn point at the hill? Yeah. Give me a second, Asobi. I got you. So what we're doing. There, I'll take care of this guy. Got him out of there. Let me get... Tits. Okay. Stop recording. Excellent. So that gives us enough. Give me 1 second. I'm going to start the server back up for them so they can keep going. Okay. So let me explain briefly what we were just doing. So we were getting footage from ArmA Reforger, and what we're gonna do with that footage. No, don't worry about it, John. I'm gonna boot it back up so you guys can get back in. Don't worry. We're doing ArmA Reforger in order to capture footage, and then we're gonna take that footage and we're either going to extract each individual frame, and then those frames are then going to make the basis of our AI video so we can get realism and something really cool, or we can do video to oh, you're moving slow because the tourniquet. Oh, that makes sense. Um so and then we got that battle light. No, we don't fucking need that shit. Admin. Boop, 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 boop. No, let's do a different one. Mons. Okay, let me fix this really quick. And this will look like a lot, but these are all fucking tiny. So what that's kind of the basics of what we're doing, and I really am tired of AI really sucking every unwashed asshole on the planet when it comes to uh setting all of this up and trying to get anything decent out of any AI out there for combat, or take your pick, right? And doing this, I'm getting the base done, right? So it's like I'm getting my base image done, and then I'm able to uh put that in, and we can just really cool create cool stuff. Is there a bar mod because the 30.6 fucks? Yeah, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's tons of stuff that we can do. So the server is going back up in just a second. I got to add the mods back that we're using. But I want to make something that's really fucking cool that we can use as the basis of, and this is the only way that I kind of know how. Yeah, we'll keep using the mods we have, Ben. We're not going to do war tapes this time. Maybe next time we'll do war tapes. I need to figure out why it's crashing, and if there's script editing that I have to do, then I'll do it. But yeah, that's I know I'm not making a whole lot of sense because I got like a million things going through my fucking mind right now. But yeah, I want to use this in order to make the next generation of AI content. Leave it to ArmA players to make it more realistic and a word prophetic. Yeah. And here's the thing, right? AI is only as good as, and I'll put myself back up here for while I get this set up. But AI is only as good as the creative. It's a tool, right? And I say that all the fucking time, that it's literally just a tool. It's nothing more than that. And so whoever's can figure something out and how to use a tool better, then hey, they're going to be above and beyond everybody else. So my goal is to figure out how to do things better than everybody else, and I think I've gotten pretty good at making shit. But I'm not quite happy with where things are, and even with Higgs field and everything, that's I can use the best of the best, but at the end of the day, AI needs help. You can't prompt your way out of the limitations of AI, and this is my way to try and get around the limitations of AI, specifically when it comes to combat and action and all of that. Like there's even like it's really shitty to use, but like, dude, I bet that I could take a match from like Chivalry, and I can turn that into a live action, fucking medieval combat thing, right? There's all sorts of things that you can do. There's so much. It's just what are you going to use in order to achieve it? And do you have the mindset and the concepts in your brain to be able to create it, right? That's kind of you are the limitations. AI is at the point where it is so goddamn advanced that you can really come up with just about, you can create anything. It's okay, how do I get there? Right? How do I achieve this thing? How do I create the greatest war movie known to man using AI? And sure, theoretically, you could sit down and you could prompt AI in order to make the next Saving Private Ryan, theoretically, but the amount of time it would take to get there, and for you to pull the lever on that lottery every that constantly in order to get that, you're never going to get there. being completely realistic about it, right? So I want to same group, yeah. Enable deployable radios. Players are able to deploy long-range radio backpacks and create spawn points. Yeah, it should be. Oh, spawn near radio operators. That's what it is. Yeah, I just turned that on. Using each point as reference instead of creating from one point and going through a journey, you're making scripted location and 3D space for avatars to move around appropriately. Yeah. You're trying to make a stack of cards of genres. Well, no, the thing is that with AI, you're just fucking flinging shit at the wall, and you're seeing what sticks. It's kind of difficult to really see, and I know I'm making the fucking enemies noobs so that you guys can like not fucking die every few seconds, because I know there's a lot of people that are new. So I want to make sure, especially with new AI mods. I don't know, man. Like, there's so much that you can do, and I really want to make sure that people. I just want to elevate it, because I'm tired of the same prompting. Right? Because I can prompt it. I could. I just don't, because I would just be in like my own like hell, constantly prompting everything and never being able to get what I want, or spending outrageous amounts of money trying to get exactly what I want. And if this concept works, then I can just do everything in video games and we're good. There's a reason you can never be a DM. You drop random stuff to purposely kill the players. I mean, I do that. I do that too, right? The thing is you have to find the balance and know the frustration level of your players and what kind of bullshit they're willing to deal with. That's kind of the limit, right? That's kind of the difference there. So, oh yeah, I gotta give you guys some fucking vehicles. Because, yeah, no, I fucking kill players all the time. Rocks fall unless DM gets pizza. Yeah, no, this shit, like, you can do. But yeah, like, you can prompt your way into getting whatever you need out of it, right? The difference is, I know for a fact that if I use this as a reference, easy. And it's only going to be like, the limitations here are, okay, I need to figure out how to do the camera better. Okay, am I going to create a mod where I can attach a camera and then use a fucking numpad or whatever to cycle through my different camera settings? Like, I might literally tonight, not tonight, but like, you know, around 3 a.m. or so, sit down and make a mod for ArmA Reforger that allows you to create cinematic camera moments. And so you can actually, you know, attach a camera to something, and you can use your numpad in order to cycle through your different presets, so you can actually get the shots that you want. Grenade cam, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, like, there's all sorts of shit I can do. But I'm seriously thinking about doing it, because right now the only true limitation that exists is my ability as a cameraman. And so we'll see how they turn out. And there's a lot of prompting that I can do with AI in order to enhance it and make it better and different and all that. But, you know, we'll figure it out. Interesting. This would make a lot more sense as I explain. You sure Skybrowse will understand? There's a certain mindset observing an outcome and returning to form. Like you said, lottery and limited prompts. Well, it's not even, it's all lottery, and there's only so much prompting you can do until it's just a straight up lottery. And it also depends on the model you're doing and what you're asking it, and also the order in which you put it in your prompt. To me personally, I think prompting is, in doing it to the extent that a lot of people do, I think is actually a pretty horrible way of doing things. Because if you sit there and you just constantly prompt things in, like, you know, a crazy advanced way over and over again, like every last little detail, you have, you know, a fucking, you know, dissertation for your prompt, I think it's absolutely terrible to do that, because it's going to change every single time that the model updates or you go to a different model. And to me, in my personal experience, if I use my natural words and my natural explanations of what I want to see, I am going to get results that are far superior than people, and also much more consistent than those that don't do that. So people that choose to go way off the fucking rails with their explanations and their descriptions and everything, it's going to be an absolute fucking shit show constantly. So a grenade can would be really good. Yeah, the grenade can be easy. Following around on its flight to target would be cool too. I don't know how to do that in a multiplayer thing. That's the one problem I don't know how to fix. Just because this is in real time, right? You think you get too many good Brandon holding a gun to the camera? Yeah. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. So like there's limitations too to like and that's something I'm going to need to also look into, is I'm going to need to look into, okay, if I have a game that I want to use as a basis that actually allows me to do something like this, I'm going to need to go through and find animations that suit my needs, right? Instead of doing something like BioWare, and I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, if you look at BioWare and how NPCs like interact, everything from Knights of the Old Republic all the way to Mass Effect Andromeda, which is the last piece of shit BioWare game I played, that game was fucking terrible. They all have the same fucking animations all the time. And even in like the Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, the fucking aliens have like only a couple voice lines apiece before they start like repeating themselves over and over again. And so, there's a lot of things that people can tolerate, but if I can get the right animations in order to show what I want to actually have on screen, then that's going to really, I think that's also going to enhance things. That is going to involve, some scripting and shit, but we'll find out. For the most part, I'm just really focused on trying to get all of this done. Okay, so we got 5 of you fuckers now. Okay. You love Mass Effect 3, never wanted to play Andromeda. Dude, Mass Effect 3 was fucking trash at the end. All the endings were the same. It didn't live up to the hype. Mass Effect 1, my favorite Mass Effect, because it was a real, true RPG. Yeah, you could fucking cheese the dick out of that game, but it felt like an RPG. And when you went to Mass Effect 2, it's like, okay, somebody played Gears of War, right? And that's what it felt like. It felt like a shitty Gears of War. And then Mass Effect 2. And then Mass Effect 3 was kind of like, okay, we want to have some RPG stuff back, but it still felt like Gears of War, but less linear than Mass Effect 2. Have I seen Skybrow's prompts? I know what you're saying is correct. How your desire for fluent prompts with variety. Yeah, I haven't seen his prompts, but like, my prompts are, I'll show an example. John, if you're still listening, hold off on going through for just a moment. So like, all I did I wanted to convert this. So this was a Reforger screenshot that I wanted to make look like it's real. Let me see if I have the original one up that I can pull super quick. No, I can't, but it's fine. And all I said is 2 Soviet-era soldiers talking by a 1980s Comblock van, live action film. That's it. And then, I have the reference. Or like this. All it is just saying, yeah, I'm just describing the car. Hood is cut to allow for the twin turbos to peek out of the top. Has a large number 22% on the side. Has several sponsorships on it for Gamer Subs, Fleshlight, Starforge PCs, OTK, right? So, and it did it. I didn't explain where I wanted things to be. I didn't say any of that shit. It made it. It's all about natural language to get the most out of your prompts. In your defense, Mass Effect 3 playing was easier for deterioration. Okay, yeah. I mean, it was it was a lot better than Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 I think was obviously the worst, but yeah. Or even this Humvee driving down a muddy road in Vietnam live action film. Like it's just there's so much you can do with it. Uh oh, the ones that were fucking vile? No, those were too gross. You never get past Fleshlight without laughing. Yeah, I know, because Tectone, and it just makes sense, right? It just makes sense. You think people shit on Fallout 3 too much? It was the first time Fallout was ever in 3D, and without it, there would never be a Fallout New Vegas. Well, here's the problem. Fallout New Vegas, I think, was amazing. I think that Fallout 3 was absolute trash. The reason I think if Fallout 3 is absolute like, look, I loved the game when I was playing through it. I absolutely love. I did not place them, by the way. That's actually just spawning on its own. Um. Oh no, there's a helicopter going over to fuck them up. Have fun. Okay. Let me see. Okay, you guys are gonna take Hill 55. Sorry. All right, I got distracted for a second. So, the Fallout 3 was an absolute horrible piece of shit. The reason why it was so fucking awful is that when you got to the end, that was it, right? Once you beat the game, you beat the game. There was nothing else to it, and it just felt bad. Like, I really didn't enjoy the fact that that's all it was. And because I got to the end and I was, doing things here and there, and then I get to the end and then boom, that's it. I was confused. I was frustrated. I was like, okay, so my character's done. Like, I can't do fucking anything now. What the fuck? And so, I really didn't like it. Really wasn't a fan. Oh, you guys have been murdering each other. Excellent. Doesn't have any other. Yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was really cool when it first came out. And then it was around, I don't know. It just wasn't good. New Vegas turned it around for me. It 100% turned it around. And then Fallout 4, I mean, it was okay. I've never beaten the game because I can't stand the fucking main character, and I'd rather just do side quests for eternity. Because fuck dealing with Sean. I already did that in fucking Hard Rain or whatever that game was. Fuck that. I don't want to deal with Sean. Yeah, the Mojave was, and also I think the fact that it had like the Mojave Desert was pretty cool. Yeah, he's not John. He's not dead yet. Shit, I used to live near the Mojave. John, yeah. Fucking Sean, dude. Fuck. It's so bad. Okay. Really? Every time it's gonna change? Wait, it's just gonna black bar everyone? That's so gay. Okay. Oh, the bloody footprints are pretty sick. Gucci marks generated this slot. See, the problem that I have with Gucci marks is the endless deep fakes. And I don't think he like gets permission from people to do them. And because of that, I just like listen, if I were to deepfake Tectone, right? I don't think that he would mind. I don't think he'd care at all. But if I deepfaked Hassan, I think he would care. And the thing to really care, to look at when it comes to deepfakes, it's that shit can land you in some pretty fucking gnarly legal trouble. Does he do good stuff? I mean, if that's the kind of music you're into, I mean, it's fine. It's not my type of music. It's not what I fucking listen to. I don't like that shit. But my musical taste is pretty eclectic. I already know that going into it. I know that it's not for everybody. So you deepfaked it's so basic, it's not Gucci Mark's levels of realism. Well, he's using a mixture of Kling, he's using some Higgsfield, like, I know what he's using for it. It's not hard to do what he's doing. And that's the thing, right? That's why I've always done caricatures of all of my content. Because with caricatures, it's so much better in the sense that I can have creative control over what my characters look like. It's the same reason as like SNL, they have characters all the time, and they get their own unique things. If they do a Donald Trump, they can name it something else, and then they have a caricature that people are looking forward to and they expect to see, and they think they know that, okay, this is a caricature of Donald Trump, but it also has its own unique like thing that it does. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, so if somebody is, I don't know, take your pick of someone that acts like Barack or is supposed to be like a Barack Obama thing. It's a skit, but then that character that does the skit evolves into something more than just that skit. And that's kind of the whole thing. Whereas if you just use the original person, it's like, okay, cool, that's funny, and it's a one and done. Whereas with the characters that keep changing or they're different, then you have something that you can keep using over and over again. And that's what I like to do, and that's what works with my content. And if other people want to do it differently, then they can. But I don't know, man. I also think that the deepfake content is absolutely gonna run into a serious issue here at some point. Okay. I love you. Do what? Okay. Oh, where are you guys going? You guys are going to Hill 55. You guys took the wrong turn. I mean, it's kind of good that you took a wrong turn, but... Yeah, no, that's the thing with me, right? I want to own my content. I want to make my own unique shit. That's what matters to me most. And people like Gucci Marks, they frustrate me because all they do is they do deep fakes and then they get views because it's something that they recognize. It's something that they know, And they're banking their entire popularity based on that. Whereas somebody that doesn't do that and somebody that instead chooses to make their own unique thing, well, now they have something that lives for a lot longer. You need gun trucks? You'll get some gun trucks. Do I think other people are going to come together and accuse it of being a targeted campaign? Well, no. People are just going to say that people are causing damage, or it's going to get to a point where people are just very negative about it, and they're gonna argue like Mizkif, right? Of all people that have a claim against defamation, Mizkif. Mizkif could actually sue and could likely win something against Gucci Marks for the video that he made. Same thing with Hassan, to be perfectly honest, because they're sitting there and they're, you know, they have a video that's created that's just the, you know, it's if you can't see the problems that you know, defamation like that has in using somebody's face, it's bad. It's bad. There are some countries that already ban it, and then also we do have laws against it, you know, with like pornography here in the United States. You know, we do have that, but still, it's not. Metallica fought that stuff for a long time. Napster, yeah. I don't know how to stick. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get like a sticky camera. Oh no. Pretty clean Humvee animations, yeah. Yeah, you could. All you gotta do, if you have ArmA Reforger. Is it similar enough? It is similar enough. To figure out what's going on with them if they need help. Yeah, I'm gonna bless you with some healing. You have been healed, and you guys are getting flanked. Well, that dude's still alive behind you guys. Oh shit. Okay. Sorry. Doing a can on the OG M16 is weird. I know. If there's anyone else, did anyone else join? Oh. Give me a second. Which one is Cheeseburger Hill 420? I mean, they're at something somewhere. Seeing this shit enhanced in AI, well, this is gonna be something wild. I'll tell you what. Who was that? They got shut the fuck down. Is Hill 55 going to be Cheeseburger Hill? Yeah, it's before they get the base up there. One of the frogs got fucked up. Alright, let's take a... yeah.
Говорит второй. Иду на контакт.
All right, so you guys are all hit pretty good. Let's see what we got down there. Who's that? Kiki. Alright, guess what? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. I don't know. Soviet. All right, let's get some vehicles in. Yeah, they still got a lot of dudes that are angry at them. Is there any I don't think they're ready for a helicopter type shit. I don't think we'll do that. That's mean. An armed transport helicopter, though. That we can do. Come on, you little fuckers. Get in there. There's only 5 frogs that entire hilltop. Yeah. I mean, we're doing what we can with people. I am going to have them be part of a larger American element that's going to go into an area, though. Let's see, character. Let's get some footage from the perspective of one of these dudes. Alright. I'm gonna try on this. There we go. Thank you. I need that footage. Oh my god. Okay. Here comes trouble. Yeah, no, there's a lot of shit that's gonna let's see. And it put him in the vehicle. Oh, that's actually really fucking nice. Oh no, Asobi, that's. Yeah, we need a wider shot, a wider angle. All he needs to do is turn, and then. Did you kill the car? Okay. All right. Oh, look, there's the other Jeep. Okay, so let's have some grand scale shit happen here. Why don't we do that? Why don't we make some real fucking shit happen? Also see how long it takes for my computer to fucking explode. And for the US, let's get groups. Friendly units coming from west towards wall. These guys are about as coordinated as the BMJs. Cinematic heli landing. Yeah, we can do that. If I don't, I am not good enough to do that. But if we did have somebody that was good enough to do a cinematic heli landing, then I would not be opposed to that. Because I just don't know. I'm not good enough in Reforger. If we were doing ArmA 3, I could probably do it. Reminds you of Asobi Cyberpunk driving.
Cover, go.
Okay, there's a 60 gunner. I want to see. Okay. You confused? What's the point of all this? The point? I'll show you, Josh. We're trying to get clips of the Fat Frog in action. It'll make more sense in a moment. Okay. Woo. Give me 1 second. And now we're going to have this. So, Josh, what we're doing is we're doing this on purpose because we want... we're taking everything that's happening in ArmA Reforger right now, and then we're also going to do a little bit of ArmA 3, but not tonight. And the purpose is we want to capture footage from a game, and we want to turn it into... something that is AI enhanced, and I'll show you what I mean in just a moment with what we can do. Okay, so that vehicle is now up. We don't have that move in. Looks like everybody. if they die, wait, is that a Sobi that's alive out there? It is a Sobi. Oh. Okay. Teleport to a Sobi. There we go. The sound is clean as hell. Yeah. And that's the point, right? Well, one of you guys just got lit the fuck up. Where's that LAV though? Oh. It's not doing fucking anything. Give me a second. Sounds great on headphones. Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't want to do anything, so then we're going to have reinforcements. Sorry. Lack of support by fire is actually painful. I know, but listen. Let me be fair to them. To be fair, these are not ArmA veterans. Let's be fair. They are not ArmA veterans. I haven't taken time to really show them shit. I wanted to make it work. That's kind of what I really wanted to do. I wanted to make it work first. Like, look, you want to see some shit that can get done. Huger. Let's do large. Radius, big, fire rate, rounds, 14. We'll do 13 because it's not lucky. And that killed it. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so everyone that is currently playing ArmA, I apologize that it crashed. I will boot something up that we will be able to play, and we'll be able to play for the rest of the evening. So let me show you guys. It's fine. It happens. It is what it is. It happens. I knew I was pushing it, but let me show you guys the results. Let me show you guys the results of what can be had. This is from ArmA 3. Yep, I know. Believe me, this is some of the best that ArmA 3 can look. This is the best that ArmA 3 can look. But then we make it with AI. Right? Like you can't argue with these results. And so that's AI just with that. Here we go. Here's a let me find this is basically the original screenshot right here. Right? So we got this as the original screenshot. And then we turn it into this. So what I'm saying is by using the ArmA players had it all right. So what I'm saying is we can turn this shit into something fucking wild. This is gonna make more movies. I know. I think it's gonna be amazing. So so first things first, right? Here's a screenshot that we had from today. Go on disk so I can fucking see it. All right. Let's take it in this really quick. So jump scare warning. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. We have this. So we have two. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take this as one reference. Right? So check this out. And then we have okay. Men in frog suits holding retro M16s with green camo painting are standing in a military base in Vietnam live at a M2 machine gun on top of a V is in view as well. Live action shot. Live action film. Okay, so we're going to test that, and then I'm actually going to take that same prompt. By the way, the best image generator that exists on the market, which is Higgsfield, has gotten an upgrade. So much potential for action. I know. And that honestly, let's be very blunt. Action is what we've been lacking in for such a long time. Like we haven't had action in AI. Do I have something written and ready to direct already? Yes, I do. You got Reforger yesterday. You're having a blast. Yeah, um. So after I get these images and I kind of show the direction that we're going to go in, I'm going to be on Discord. And if you guys would like to play Reforger, we're going to kind of get people used to the game and fuck around and have a little bit of fun. But I am going to build out an actual full on legit mission that we're going to play. And that's going to be from start to finish. That's going to be so what we're doing now and the footage that we just got. Where I'm going to show you guys the workflow. I'm going to make sure that I can get it all done. I don't want to, have a whole bunch of wasted time on stream trying to figure things out. And some of it's just going to be finding the right tools and searching and doing a lot of shit, right? But what I want to do is I want to have it finished so I can have a tutorial for you guys tomorrow night. So I'll show you guys exactly how it works and the outputs and everything I was able to get. Then we're going to actually play some ArmA Reforger, and we're actually going to do the entire scripted bit of Tectone going on the patrol with the fat frogs, and he ends up getting ambushed. He goes through the jungle and kind of getting acclimated to Vietnam. And so, he's going along, and then he gets ambushed. Some of the frogs die, and then they get saved by the Sog frogs. So then he gets introduced to the concept of the Sog frog. So if we open up our actual our script here, right? So everything that we kind of just got, we're gonna see what we can use, and he's gonna get an update as to what's happened in Vietnam so far. The fat frogs have taken over the coast. They've been burning villages and causing chaos. Chinese soldiers are fighting back. They've taken over the poppy and weed industries in Asia. These are all things that I can get clips of and I can get in Reforger, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I will. I'll get that, John. It's the newest ArmA game. It's so the idea is that's what we're getting with this, right? And also apologies for the fat frogs destroying the Gooner van. I'm probably going to make a texture for a minivan in game, and I think we'll actually destroy the Gooner van in game and have it on fire. I think we can actually legitimately do that. We'll figure it out, right? But I'll sit down and I'll make a texture for the Gooner van. And then he's going to be shown the map of Vietnam. And he's going to be told about a few leads on the F-Box and rumors of FTX in several cities. And then what we're going to do, and also the plastic anime girl masks, we can also do that. He goes on patrol to Cheeseburger Hill 420, hikes. So that's the goal, right? So he starts at a base. He idea is to get to Cheeseburger Hill 420, hikes through the forest, complains about the fucking forest, all that shit, eats MREs with the frogs, sees a frog fall in a punji trap or something, like they die, right? And then, they keep going along, they hear gay anime music, and then they get attacked by Chinese soldiers wearing plastic anime girl masks. That is the concept that we're going for. And as you guys, so, let's see. Yeah. Getting them in Vietnam. This isn't going to be a problem. This is not going to be a fucking problem to get the frogs in Vietnam. It's not going to be an issue. Like, even in Higgsfield, like, guys, I'm fucking telling you. Do you have to buy the game? The game is a premium game. You do have to purchase it. If you would like to purchase it, my personal recommendation to you is you can look for a CD key on G2A or whatever key website you wish. That's probably the best option because all the holiday sales are all gone. So you can probably do that, but that's what I recommend. But man, look, listen. But listen, if you don't want to play it, you don't have to buy it. If you want to participate in the stream in some way or be kind of commemorated in the thing, you can. If it's entirely optional, it's not mandatory at all. And if people want to keep playing after we do that, then hey, maybe we'll do some Arma shit every now and then. But for the most part, it's to try and get some footage, and the more people we have, the better. It is not mandatory in any way, shape, or form. Don't feel that you have to do it. But yes, we do have the frogs in Vietnam. We can do so much shit. Um, let's see. Let's choose the IMAX camera. Oh, the aperture f4. By the way, I just want to mention this really quick. Um, that Higgsfield has actually updated Cinema Studio. It is no longer 1.0, it is now 1.5. So it is now updated. There aren't any new cameras that they have presets for. So there's not that. There's no new lenses. They did change it, I think, from 24 to 35 mil or focal length. So the focal length is a little bit is changed there, and then they also have changed aperture. So aperture is now also something that you can do. And yeah, the other so Reforger is great. You only have to download the mods that as soon as you join the server. So there's that. You don't have to do a whole bunch of extra shit like ArmA 3. I am still going to do something in ArmA 3 that's going to be heavily scripted. Reforger is great for a lot of on the fly things, but if I want to actually like sit down and program and script and do all sorts of crazy shit, forget about it. You're not going to get that out of Reforger. I'm gonna have to sit down and do that in ArmA 3. So, yeah. But I mean, hey, look, we can listen. The future is now. The future is now, gentlemen. We can turn video games into a reality. And then I could take, I could just sit there and take fucking screenshots all day long and then take those screenshots and turn those screenshots into scenes, right? Like I can do I can already with just this, I can already turn any video game scene into in a live action deal. Figuring out and getting the correct, right? I know how to do the video to video stuff, but finding the correct workflow that's going to actually do what I want, that's the thing that matters the most. And at the end of the day, I don't care about the sound. The sound doesn't matter because we have the audio of combat already. And if I need to get voices of the characters yelling and doing things, I know of a few places where I can generate those if I need to. But there's a lot. There's a lot that I can do here. So yeah, I kind of just I wanted to show you guys that before, really going, a lot further into it, but I I don't know, man. I'm kind of confused as to why more people haven't done this, but it is what it is. I could make that live action. Let's do that. Uh, one of them is in his underwear, uh, with a pair of binoculars around his neck, while the other laughs at him. Let's do it. You sure there's a few of us in the Discord that would record shit? Yeah, yeah. I know there's lots of things that I can do in order to get the voices, right? And then I can probably do some RVC. Like there's a lot that we can do in order to make it happen. Like I don't have a single I don't have any problems making this sort of content. I think this actually could turn into something absolutely insane. I don't know how many other people are actively doing this sort of shit. I don't know if anyone has even have done any of this before, but Yeah, that's kind of, if you're new here, that's kind of what I do. I kind of want to just break the mold. I want to push the boundaries of what you can do creatively, and I want to see what I can make. I want to have a good time making things that I want to, see on the screen. And if I can turn something like Arma or whatever video game it is into a live action deal, then that's fantastic. So, the other thing that I also would love to do at some point is, I'm gonna do two things, and I don't know if I'll have it done tomorrow. I do need to help my girlfriend move some shit, so I don't know tomorrow how much time I really have for streaming, but I know Sunday, for sure, I'm gonna have a sample of this done, and and I am going to turn the entirety of the Old Republic, um, uh one the cinematic with the two brothers. I forget the name off the top of my fucking head. Holy shit. I'm going to turn that. I'm going to turn that specifically into live action because I think that would be fucking badass. Those cinematics are amazing as it is, and all it needs is a few tweaks here and there. So, if I can get the clip done, I'm going to turn that Star Wars thing into live action and it'll be great. And the best part about it, I don't need to do audio. All I need is the visuals. So, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Excellent. 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 Yeah. Excellent. Yeah. Again, using video games, we can take AI to the next level. And I don't know many people that are doing that. Everyone wants to do their real life shit. Everyone wants to take they want to do Grok Imagine and then some just stupid ass shit that just looks fucking terrible and is just beyond cringe of some cybernetic whatever the fuck, or some girl walking on some really terrible geometry over the planet playing a fucking shitty violin. It's terrible. I hate it so much. But no one's doing this. Everyone's just copying what fucking Elon does, or having puppies rescuing babies in outer space or whatever the fuck. I haven't seen. I would love to be wrong, and I hope there's somebody else out there that's doing this. But this right here, in my opinion, this is the next level of games or of AI. So, wow, Brando, you got here late. You missed all of the action. All of the action. This is how to do non-slop. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. What's going on? I'm guessing the ArmA stuff is man, both of you two jumping on here towards the end. I'm gonna get the server booted up so that you guys can start jumping in. Uh, and how do I hold on? You crashed the server. It was intense. Yeah, it was. Um. Uh. Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me, dude. That's what I have to do for a dead. Oh, God damn it. Well, I'll also say this: if there is enough interest in continuing with ArmA stuff, which I don't have a problem doing, right? ArmA and Path of Exile are two games that I am extremely passionate about, and I love playing and engaging with constantly. But if you guys did want to actually continue doing ArmA stuff, maybe I'll just have a dedicated server. I have enough. I have two spare computers that I could throw at it. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, we'll do the lightweight thing first. Also, for the record, I do also want to point out this game is also on console. So you can also play on console if that is something that you would like to do if you have a computer that is insufficient for Reforger. Yeah, the game's willing to help soon. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like see, even like yeah, Power World, like anything like that. There's so much that can be done. I'm so happy to be able to make this and that I had this idea because holy shit, dude. I can't tell you how annoying it's been. I mean, you probably have noticed over time how irritating it's been to try and get anything done as far as action or whatever. Like we've just had to take what we can take, and I've had to really limit what we have just because of it. Like I really wish that I didn't have to do that, and so here we are. Here we are. Sophie was talking about how to make this better. Yeah, I'm gonna be in there in a few minutes. I'm trying to get this set back up. Na, 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 na. And then once it's up, then you guys will be able to join again. And I promise I'm not gonna spawn the thing that makes it uh explode. I think we're actually gonna try war tapes. We'll try war tapes and see how that sounds for you guys. But yeah, I wanted to show what we were doing, and then we'll see how you guys. War tape should be pretty fucking wild. Da, 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 da. And I also don't want to just load up every fucking mod because that would take a while for a lot of people to download, and it's really not necessary. Because we're doing, I mean, fuck, dude, we're doing Vietnam, so we can stick with the basic shit for now. You guys can actually, you can dig trenches and like shit with like your uh little shovels, all sorts of shit. I'm also gonna see if I can find some more cinematic shit like for my end. I am gonna have to program well, I'm gonna use AI really to program a custom thing for the uh, uh cinematic camera because I need to be able to like attach a camera to something or like lock a camera position or whatever. Okay, that should do it. And boop. And if you want to join in the Discord, you can go in there and there's a thing in there called that people will help you out with. Oh, perfect. Oops, that's not the one. Da, 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 da. Man. All right. Actually, as soon as I put the base down, let's see, spawn US, yeah, spawn point, there, and then I'll put down your fucking supply depot, boom, US. 1 second. All right, there you go. You guys can at least get in and start doing shit. Keeping the shot smooth would really help out. Yeah. You'll pass for now because you're introverted and also sound like you're just bored and embarrass your own voice. Well, it's not even about it doesn't even your voice doesn't even really it's not even gonna make it in there. Motherfucker. Okay, so let me do this really quick because we had upload. 1 second. Tectone Vietnam. Man in frog suit holding a M16 with a scope on the handle and a Alright. Live action ARPG. Yeah. Just talking general. Oh, okay, that's fair. Alright, let's see what we got. We got Asobi submitted a screenshot. Let's see. Let's see if it works. So you're not just advancing straight into the bullets. Well, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about shit. Yeah, the server's up. Yeah. Some of y'all are in already. Perfect. Why are there so many fucking helicopters? I don't want to hear that shit. Plus, these guys need to work on their fucking shots to be able to shoot those fuckers out of the sky. Alright. But yeah, it's... ArmA Reforger is basically... D&D for milsim people. Alright, let's get this going. Gonna copy that prompt. Alright, let's see what we get. The Army should use this for cheap training. I mean, they do. I mean, virtual battle space. They do already. At least I don't know if the U.S. military uses it. But I do know that virtual battle space is a military application. Certain bats do? Really? Interesting. You want to know the really frustrating thing about virtual battle space? There's a lot of features that actually work in virtual battle space that they cut for ArmA, right? So an example of that is ever since Virtual Battle Space 2, I believe, which ArmA 2 and Operation Arrowhead and all that shit were based off of, they had the ability for units to actually stand in the physics grid of a moving vehicle, like a Chinook or something like that. And that never made it into the game, and it only made it into ArmA 3 through a certain mod, but even then, it's been really scuffed and fucky for a long time. So, like it understands it's taking the image and it's getting exactly what it should, but I think the let's take out that reference image and let's try it again. God, that's the cleanest looking fucking like M16 with the 203 in it. It looks so good. There you go. Listen. Must be a very rare situation because you never saw it. Ranger Reg does it for certain situations. Interesting. Yeah, listen, guys. This is gonna be a whole new fucking ball game for AI. He even has like the fucking like muzzle device looks okay. That looks fine. Perfect. Okay, and so this is without putting the frog guys in there. And this is what we're getting from Higgsfield. Okay, so here's the image. Screenshot. AI. Screenshot. AI. Like, man. What's a good place to start generating AI videos? You had some funny ideas and wanted to check it out. So, Dan, I'm going to tell you, by far, the absolute best that exists beyond a shadow of a doubt would be Flow from Google. Flow is going to be the best. There's not anything else that's going to be better. Like it's just not going to exist. Like you can't get anything better than Flow. Now, once you get comfortable with it, then you might want to branch out to something like Higgsfield or OpenArt or something like that. But you definitely want to use Flow in order to get started. Okay. They need some shit to do. So that's fine. That's easy. Occupation. There, you guys are fucking some shit up. I'll tell you that. Let's see. Oh, we can just straight up put. Oh. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You're starting to kill each other. I don't know why the fuck you guys are killing each other. I mean, that's usually how these things fucking go for a little bit. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna make something happen over this way. Okay, so then let me do this. House to house, let's clear that shit. Alright. Yeah, you guys gotta go clear Dankia. Turn over. Yep. You guys got a mission. That engine does not sound healthy. Alright. Alright, guys. You gotta make your way to Dan Kia. Getting your shit. And I suggest get the fucking off. Alright. There's so many dead frogs. You guys got vehicles. If you don't, then I'll... Here. You guys... God. ArmA. Herding cats. Hold on. Is it Soviet that has it? Who the fuck has it? Shit, I didn't enable it. Oh well, that's fine. I was gonna put like some fucking like really dumb trash in there. You knew this would be fun? Oh yeah, this is what it always turns into, dude. This is ArmA in a fucking nutshell right here. Your window got blown the fuck out. What? You guys are going to Dan Kia, right? Serious Milson moments. Oh, I know. The truck's annoying to listen to. I know. Let's get a super tight angle shot. Yeah, is there anyone in there? Did I fuck with you guys? You guys gonna roll through? What are you guys gonna do? Control F locks the camera on them. Does it? God damn it. Man, this really is frogs going to war. Just no sense of. So bad. Oh, it hurts. Oh, you entered the void. Oh, you okay. Jesus. Wait, we can die out here? Nobody told me anything about that. This actually hurts. I know. It's so... Listen, this is what every fucking noob is like when they first try and fucking... This is... Every time. You know what? We're getting footage. That's all that matters. Can we get a spawn point if you're defending the place? No, you are not. You are not defending this place. You're going to Dan Kia. That's up further. You guys aren't even in the right place yet. There we go. It was a clusterfuck in that house, dude. That is some death right there. That is that is how that's how you make sure your squad doesn't come back. Listen, give me a day and I can probably get them set up. Well, they probably just killed themselves. Probably just killed themselves. All right. So, what are they doing? Does Marley need help? Hey, buddy. Do you need help? God damn it. This 100% is Fat Frogs Go to War. Without a fucking doubt. Well. Jesus Christ. This is perfect for the Fat Frogs footage? Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is what happens. You know what? Even if we weren't doing this for the AI, this is still amazing footage for what happens when you let you just get a bunch of random people who have never played a milsim into a milsim. What happens? This. Oh. Congratulations for driving through a hostile town, not knowing what in the fuck is in here. Jesus, dude. Oh, you're gonna get some POV footage, don't worry. Fact. Thank you. There is a respawn point that's a lot closer. There is another respawn point, by the way. Oh, they don't have a... Fuck. Teleport. Boop, 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 boop. Whoop. Sending him to who the fuck knows where. uh. Hey Nick, have a good one, dude. What are you doing in there, buddy? He's crawling. Kill him. How do you not see him? 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 He is right in front of you. He's in the tree line. He's got an RPG. He's got the RPG. How do you not see him? How? How? Okay, are you okay? So here's the question, because I'm not in their voice comms. I don't know what they're doing. Are they gonna do the smart thing and stay on the outside of town and slowly clear in? Hey Alex, what's up, dude? Like, are they gonna do? They're not in front of you. You get out on foot and you go in and clear because you. I think we know the answer. Where are you going? You have to clear the town. You can hear Good Morning Vietnam from here. Wait for your team. Wait for your team. Oh, you wait for your team. And then you're going to... You have no leadership. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can tell. Hey, hold on. People are learning. They're grouping up. Holy shit. Holy shit, they're grouping up. Holy shit. Okay. But can they defeat me? And yes, I do know the town is massive for what they would do, or for the amount of people. I know that, but... All right. Can they do this? Can they beat the door? Can they actually... Okay, we have something that kind of looks like a stack a little. No, you're good. Go for it, John. Go kill. Yeah, let's just keep shooting ordnance when people are inside. Oh, no. I mean, they kind of stacked up a little bit. Okay. Oh shit. We gotta get out of that tight angle. But it's even more cinema being in the VC. I can imagine being in Discord and listening to what the fuck they're doing and versus me. Jesus, dude. Oh, did we lose someone? Oh, you're dragging them in there. Hey. Your gun's on the ground. Did I just hear someone click? Sure, it's total chaos. He's helping his buddies, and he's gonna go all Nike on you with that fucking RPG. Love it. What is that stack? What is that stack? What is that stack? We're just supposed to make an episode today? I mean, we are making the episode. You know, we're turning this gameplay into AI. We're gonna turn this into live action. You want to see some fucking cinema? Is this the patrol that Tectone goes on? No. That one I have scripted. That one's a very scripted event. This is so we get footage of the fat frogs in combat. That's what this is for. Oh, yeah, can I fuck with them in here? Oh, fuck yeah, I can fuck with them in here. Hit the bags right next to them, yeah. Okay, the tail on that shot was fucking awful. I'm gonna leave this dude right here. Good fucking luck. And then this dude, he's gonna fuck around right over there and... Oh yeah. Another one right there. Yeah, so we have plenty of like footage that we need to convert from we have plenty of footage from the jungle, I think, and like the villages. We just don't have anything for like urban combat. I mean, they're working multiple levels at once, which is good. But still, like, oh my lord. Yeah, look at that. All right, that's better. You got people on all levels. That's better. Why does it look so choppy laggy? Because they're players. And it's not updating fast. But it doesn't matter if it's laggy. That's not the important part. The important part is that we're getting their movements, and we can translate that to AI very easy. It's not a big deal. So we're getting footage in ArmA that we can then take and transform into something better. What am I doing with the footage? We're going to translate that. We're going to turn this into AI. So we can actually do video to video. So all I got to do is take I can just take the footage that we get from this and then turn it into AI. I could do video to video. I can cut out frames. I can do all sorts of shit. I know they're trying their best. What AI do I use? I use whatever is going to give me the best result, and that alternates between Kling, Higgsfield, and Veo. Oh my god. There's a tunnel. Okay. There's a blue building with different... Yeah, I use quite a bit of different AIs. I don't use just one. Some of the views are isometric compared... Yeah, I know. We're going to find out what works and what doesn't. And that way, when we do the Tectone one, we'll be able to... we'll be able to figure that out better. Because that's the problem, is like I need to test it and see what works first. Yeah, it is going to be a short film with it. Alright, let's see if they can chase me down. Oh, that's going to be a checkpoint. Alright. Good job. Good job. Finally. The POV shows are going to be really interesting. Wonder how it's going to go over. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. I'm going to try and like frame it as a what's it called? Like a fucking, I don't know. I'm gonna quit recording that right now because I'm gonna give some more direction and try and get so that the next time we do this, people aren't so fucking whatever. But hey, there's no way for them to have known. I mean, I'm making it up as I go along without being able to talk to them. So I'm gonna figure it out in a second. But what the idea is to use this for basic footage to use, like the running, the POV thing. That's going to be a fun thing. I was leading them on a bit of a chase, but I can also have it be like an escape sequence or a parkour sequence or whatever the fuck. Right? There's lots of shit that you can do with it, and that's kind of what. That's kind of what I'm going for. I just want to make like something really fucking cool. So, need an artillery scene? Yeah. Oh, you want artillery? Here, this might cause some problems, but you know what? Because you guys are worth it. Let's do. This is gonna be so loud.
Incoming!
I have no idea what it's like from their perspective. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go and I'm going to set this up. And so they're going to go back to base and we're going to set this up so that there's one last thing they got to do. And then probably just hang out for the rest of the night, just shooting the shit and doing stuff. Is there going to be a nuke scene? I mean... Okay. That didn't do anything. Give me a warning, but... That's gay. Gonna end it with a fat nuke, yeah. Must be enabled by an M. What the fuck do you mean? Oh. I think I don't have the fucking balls. Let's see what this looks like. I mean, I don't know where I am. Oh, that's the ocean. All right. Where's the island? I was expecting it to crash the game. I was expecting it to crash the game too. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. I have a test. Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, don't go through that. Still got that. That's amazing. I gassed you. Yes, I did. I could do the lethal gas. I know. Can imagine the fat frog hearing the most insane sound coming from nearby. Yeah, like, let's see. Oh, this is a cluster. Let's not do a cluster. Artillery bunch. Shell huger. Oh, yeah. Yeah, obviously. And there went the game. Jesus. Okay. All right. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna get you guys into a game. We're gonna do an actual scenario, not one where what kind of rounds did it say? It said huger. Okay, so real quick before I boot it back up and we play, and if you guys would like to participate, you can certainly join the Discord. I'm still going to be playing for a little bit, but let me show you guys real quick an example of what we've done. We took this screenshot and we turned it into this. Right? We also turned it into this. So there's so much that can be done with this. I'm very, very excited. We're gonna play a little bit more tonight. I'm gonna kind of go over basics with y'all on how to do shit. I'm gonna wrangle you so that you guys are not fucking doing what you were doing tonight, and it'll be a good time. But if you guys would like to join, certainly join. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow, Sunday for sure, and I'm going to show you guys the workflow that I found and what works and what doesn't, and then the schedule to do the Tectone, the actual Tectone one, and how we're going to do that. So it's going to be great. I promise it's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys would like to participate, it is not mandatory. It is just something that's fun to interact with you guys, and it'll be a grand old time. But with that, I'm going to be in Discord. You guys have a fantastic rest of your morning, evening, and afternoon. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are all absolutely amazing. There are plenty of ways to support if you guys so choose. themenascrew.com for merch and stuff. But the thing that helps me out the absolute most is sharing one of my videos or anything else that's going to make somebody else laugh. Because at the end of the day, the thing that matters the most is sharing joy. Make sure that others can laugh and enjoy themselves. Don't, just everybody needs something. There isn't a single person on this planet that doesn't need a pick me up. Even if you think they're the happiest person on the planet, do what you can. But thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. I'm going to catch you guys for sure on Sunday. I don't know about tomorrow. But yep, we're going to keep on going with this.